you for being here on the heels of that amazing performance.
The heels of that performance. But I'm bummed. Ryan, do we have a sound effect for that?
No.
Could you make one?
You just made one.
And I do happen to know that you guys are racing off to do another show tonight.
True! We're heading to the Cobalt for our party shindig, Sissy Sock Hop, so we're about to go do another handful of tunes.
And then tomorrow night we have Apocalyptic East Fans drag show.
Amazing! After this.
Happening every long weekend at the Cobalt.
Okay, so
PR is over.
Plugs aside. Yeah.
Okay.
Just very quickly, I want to know from the two of you, and I have another question for Peach as well. Why you felt that the drag history needed to be told? Don't
Because
pretend you haven't thought about it. I know you thought.
we have thought about it. I mean, we talked about this all the time. Like, why are we fucking doing this show? I love putting my genitalia inside me.
Usually others, darling. That's the word
Olivia's genitalia is inside her. So.
Oh, very good, very good. I love
I'm
it.
just
Again, meta. No, why are we doing this? You, my wife, talk about gay grandparents and how in everyday life we have grandparents in our lives. We can talk to them about our stories. We can talk to them about their war and where they've come from and what battles they fought. You know, Dee Dee was talking about this, about, you know, it's kind of upsetting to go, bitch, please, you don't know what the hell you're talking about when you see these young little bucks doing things. And I think it's really crucial and important to have a gay lineage, to have some sort of queer family. Thank you, sister, up in there. Some sort of queer family that we can go, wow, these people did this. And like Dee Dee was saying, she thought 5 years' time they were going to have the rights that we only are now getting. I heard a statistic, and this might be outdated now, that like pre-Nazi Germany or Berlin was still more advanced in terms of their equality than where we've got to today. Mm-hmm. So rights can be taken away like that. So we have to know what kind of battles our ancestors.
Good thing they left the building!
She's my sister. My aunt's sister.
Likewise,
Just coined a term.
Our generation, and certainly the generations beneath us, take for granted that we live in a very sort of media-savvy age. And I think there are generations of drag queen who don't exist if you Google them or on YouTube, and
if they don't, we tried.
It's such an oral tradition, and not the kind Carlotta's involved in. If Dee Dee and Carlotta aren't telling us these stories and telling other people these stories, eventually these stories disappear. And we just want to pay tribute to an enormous lineage that we are sort of glomming onto and hoping to continue on in our own.
And I'm the queen of East Van, but certainly I did not invent this idea of East Van. I mean, they were telling us about, we didn't get to it tonight, about like uptown versus downtown girls and how there was the rivalry in the old days. And essentially, we've like, inadvertently, there's no rivalry. The Davie Street girls, like, I love them all and they love us and we interchange the shows. But there used to be this sort of like, you know, downtown versus like, so that was Celebrities, and that was The Odyssey and all of those shows versus the Dufferin and all those girls who were a little bit more edgier. And I like a girl that's a little bit more edgier. You know, that's sort of my people. And I had no idea when I was, you know, like, I'm the queen of East Van, ma. I did. It's not even true.
It used to be very West Side Story, but with tucking. It was like
I'm a shock. I'm a jet. It's great. And so I think it's crucial.
I'd like to see those battles.
Drag battles.
Drag battles.
Tucked in blood, bar on the beach, 2014.
I have one more quick question for Peach, because it's just a quick talk back. But I've just been curious since I started seeing you, and by no means am I a drag expert. I haven't been to tons of shows, but
we've had you on our show.
But I've been a guest on your show.
Yeah.
And Peach, one of the things that has struck me, and I think my favorite time I ever saw you, you came out in a very simple black ponytail and like yoga gear.
Yeah.
Or something. And,
I don't know if we're quite remembering it the same way. But
it took me to a different level of drag, and I wondered if that's particular to you. You're the only drag queen I've ever seen to come out dressed down.
When did you come out in yoga gear?
I think she's referring to my early Missy Elliott phase.
Yeah.
Those were tearaway pants.
It's just amazing how feminizing a pair of flotsam tearaway pants and a baggy sweatshirt can really be on a queen. To be honest, that was probably Peach's first or second performance, and it took. By the time the only way I learned how to do my face was because I was in La Cage aux Folles at the Vancouver Playhouse.
The now defunct Vancouver Playhouse.
Yeah. Anyway, and so I had to learn how to do my makeup because I was doing it 6 days a week and I could no longer pay a makeup artist to do it. And therefore it was broad strokes. An audience with 700 people, it's just line, let's go on stage. And so the bigger the face, the more the outfit had to match it. Because let me tell you, well, you know what? Maybe tomorrow I'll perform in exclusively Lululemon or Mark's Work Warehouse. How do you think?
Level of drag that I've not seen before, and it made me feel like, oh, I could be a drag queen.
You are a drag queen.
Thank you. I know you guys have to go and do another show.
Thank you so much, love.
With me, I really appreciate it.
Love it.
Thanks for
And thank all of you, you've been amazing.
Get out of here. Play the pros post show.